Hi everyone, this is Griselda. I decided to do a video rather than a presentation. I'm a visual learner and I just wanted to kind of show this website over a video and let's get ourselves started. So I chose californiacolleges.edu. So first things first, we have to gauge, is this website credible? So as I explored it, as I looked down, I saw, yes, it is sponsored by the state of California. It is actually, this website is the state of California's official college and career planning platform. So that was super cool because I'm familiar with this website. So it was really cool to see that it is credible, that it is something that the state is trying to promote and push as a platform here for our students. So another thing is it's free. Yes, it's free to all California educators, students, and families. Now, accessibility. So as an educator, I only know about this website because I've worked with it before in my previous job at Santa Ana Unified. So that is something that, at least from my background, I understand this, or I know kind of how to navigate and where to go. But if I'm coming in blindly as an educator exploring this, I'm like, okay, first I'm going to click this. And then it's going to let me know, okay, based on this, as an educator, it's letting us know that counselors, teachers, and administrators with the tools they need to advance college. It provides counselors, teachers, and administrators with the tools they need to advance college and career planning goals. It also provides the data they need to measure progress. So I'm assuming that we as educators should already know about this website when we're in the system. At least I know that in Santa Ana Unified, they utilize this tool and are kind of making it as like the first step that students are taking if they haven't already created an account to start navigating college. So because once again, I know this website in terms of accessibility, this would be a con. Is that okay? As an educator, or at least as a student, where do I log in if I have an account? If I'm told I have an account. And I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go? And then I'm assuming it's a lock, right? So at least I know that this is where you would go to log in. But if a student's up here and they're clicking on this, or as educators, if they continue scrolling down, it does tell them, like, create an account. So initially, I guess it would be accessible in the sense that if people would scroll down, they would see it. So I know that at least if the district is affiliated with this website, they will at least know that they have an account and they would register the account, and then it would tell them like the district, like so on and so forth. But if they don't have one, let's say the district is not on there, not affiliated with this website yet, then they would create an account and still kind of do the same thing. So at this point, okay, so let's just pretend we're going back to the front page. We don't want to log in. We can actually use things that without logging in. Now, if you want to keep track of it and look at your interests or go back in there, then yes, create an account. But here, complete without an account. Now, if you want the educator's like perspective of like assigning things or keeping track of students' advancements, then the district has to provide you, or someone that's ahead of this website has to provide you with a login. So we're gonna bypass that and just go straight to complete without an account. So I thought this is really cool. This is an interest profiler, so I had my boyfriend complete this, and it's a long process. I'll tell you that. He thought it was really long, so we're not going to go through this because I only have a limited amount of time to do this video. So in case you don't want to do this, but we're not gonna get through it, but meaning we're gonna bypass this and pretend that we already completed it. And so let's just do a career search tool. Now, I already had something in mind over here. It actually gives you an option to kind of search through careers, like what degrees are given, which I think is super pro. Like, this is awesome. They get to look at different positions, and if it doesn't fit them, they can readjust their search. But let's just pretend, like, I don't know what a curator is. Let's look at it. And it seems like they make okay money, so cool. Let's click on that link, and this is what I thought was really, really a pro. Like, it gives specific information about that career, a summary. If they don't really like that much, it gives them more related careers, and then what the potential of the growth of that career would be. So if we go back to career summary, the other pro that I think is awesome is that, okay, well, I really like this career, but what colleges offer it? And what are my majors? So here they actually give you options for majors as well as like what colleges to look into. So if we click on this link, it would let you know, okay, these are all the schools that would offer that information. So let's look at Boston University. So if we look at Boston University, so it gives you options of like the location, but you can like limit the search for the student if they wanted to say like, let's go back to college search. They can either limit the search based on a national search, but if they just want to stick to California, they can do California only, and then the size and everything else. But at this point, let's just pretend like, you know what, they heard about Boston University, they want to know more about it. So the website will give them options to kind of see, okay, quick summary, what the campus community looks like, admissions, like what are required, and it actually gives admissions contact, which is always such a difficult thing sometimes navigating the school's website, and even gives emails and stuff like that. And another thing I thought was amazing, because if you've worked with financial aid before or with students trying to figure out like, hey, I applied to the school, I don't know about financial aid, like, can you let me more? Or I'm missing documents that financial aid wants, but I don't know where they are. Where do I look for them? I can't find financial aid's number. Well, sometimes this website actually has done the work for you, so you don't have to navigate through their crazy websites and just click on, not click on, but here's their phone number, and that's really great. And their email for financial aid gives more information about cost and financial aid degrees, support services that are offered on the campus. If you were a transfer student doing this for maybe a college student, gives information about the transfer units and what's required, at least a little bit. And then the sports that are offered. So I thought that was really cool. Now, if they want to learn more about financial aid, then they can click on, like, I thought this is a super pro, is that they're including the California Dream Act, which I think is really cool. So if we had a dreamer and they want to get more information about that, there is a video talking about the Cal Dream Act and how to apply and what is needed, which it's a super pro. Now, maybe a con would be that if you wanted to read this or access it, like, it's a lot of information, but this information can be condensed, so I understand that. As an educator, but coming from a student's perspective, it would be like, too much to read, but we're hoping that they're reading or at least watching the video that made it easy for them to kind of navigate. Another thing, in terms of accessibility, it's a lot of information. The tabs are easy to kind of like go under and to kind of see, like, after you applying to college, like if they want to apply to the college specifically, they can click on this, like, and it'll lead them to the admissions page. So that's cool. Sorry about that. I need to plug it in. But anyways, I'm gonna end my video here. This is a really cool website. There's not a lot of cons. Like, honestly, the con would be more accessibility, like logging in, creating an account, keeping track of it. But also another con is that a student needs to be walked through this. They cannot just be blindly get sent to this website and understand it. This is something that needs to be taught, and as you sit down with that student to learn about it. So pros would be very awesome, very great information, useful information, really great way to navigate to kind of see what the majors are, as well as clicking on the colleges that offer those majors and having it accessible as they go from one page to the next. Like, it's very accessible and fluid in the way it goes to the next page. So, cool. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. I'm just kidding. All right. Bye, everyone.